So everybody, my book is coming along. There's all these, documents that are it's already documented. My word for word of what I wrote is in the making of one of the manuscripts, but the other manuscript has to be added on to it. But they made it to be 66 pages, but it's going to be more than that because there's 22 pages of that, but then each page is like 2 pages because they have to equal it out in the print because it's only going to go in a book that is about like this big. You know what I mean? About, I don't know. But it's very interesting, and I'm getting to the nitty gritty. Just my phone has been, recent phone calls been messing up, and I called iUniverse, and I was gonna get a hold of them for more information about my manuscript that I'm gonna forward to Melanie, because Melanie Lear is my publishing agent. So what I'm trying to say is that this is really good, like the whole publishing process and everything, the layout, and I've seen what it is, and everything's on there, and it's pretty good. But I need the Diary of Emily to be put on there, and then the book will be complete. You know what I mean? And then it could be printed out that way, and maybe it doesn't need to have pictures if it's going to be that long, of a book. But you can have pictures in it, whatever the layout's going to be. I'm not going to change. It's all good, whatever they're looking at forward to doing with the book, because I don't want to pay any extra by changing anything. But because they said something on there, if you want something changed or something like this, that you'd have to do something. It would be a fee of some sort. But so this publishing process, I'm getting further along in, and I'm learning more about this publishing process and everything that entails with this book. And I'm so excited that the book is getting in the works. It's they got it all rewritten on their machines or whatever, that they basically have the layout of everything and all professionally done. You know what I mean? And it's just that I got to get the other manuscript of my Diary of Emily, and that I had so many dreams in. I had so many dreams with little with Emily. That was at Winnebago. I had so many dreams about that girl, and I just want to incorporate that all into the book, like, because what I'm trying to say is that I can open up to any page and just read. You know what I mean? And every day I'll do that, you know what I mean, for my book, to give me signs and synchronicities, and also because it's such a good, book, you know what I mean, that I read my original, printouts. I read my original printouts, but I can make copies of the original printouts and send it out again if I wanted to. But I don't need to because it's already being sent out. So the copies are. So, yeah, everything's in perfect alignment. I just gotta figure out what's going on with my phone, because my phone is starting to glitch out where I can't hear them, but I'm saying hello, hello. I don't know if they can hear me say hello, but I can't hear them on the other line of whatever they're saying. So basically, I gotta get, like, talk on another phone to get this orchestrated the rest of the way. If I have to have a new phone order to get this done, I'll have to do that. This is like a big ordeal, and I got numbers written down and everything, because just in case I have to switch phones. You know what I mean? So when I get my money, I could buy a phone and then transfer the service of my old phone onto my new phone. That way I won't have problems with any phone calls, because I really need to get these phone calls and emails, taken care of. You know what I mean? And the phone call is very important because you get corresponding information that you wouldn't have on the email as much. So what I'm trying to say is that this is looking forward to the oneness of the universe. It's all working out. And if I get this book done, I'll be so happy. So happy that it's done. Other people are reading it, and on ebook. It'll be on ebook, and it'll be cheaper on ebook, so other people can read it online. And it'll, you know what I mean? People will be reading it and getting that information one way or another. So that's really cool that, all this can take place to where these people of the world can, get this book and read it. And hopefully it becomes popular or something like that, where they realize this information is very heavenly and orchestrated and aligned and articulated, so it's the best outcome for like what I'm saying of all the information. Like, it's a proper way to explain everything in simple detail, but it's really complex information, but it's simple terms of understanding that information. So it is, but there's high complex terms sometimes in the book. But what I'm trying to say is that it is so amazing, and I can't wait for this book to be done. Like, I can wait, but what I'm trying to say is that this is motivating me to do better every day. Like, literally, I want this book to be the best it can be. So the extra 2 pages, so I got 16 pages that were already in the manuscript that they got. And they sent me the email, so I reread everything that they got already in the book, that's for the format of the book. So every font is going to fit into the one page, and then the leftover page is going to be on the other page, but that's the leftover paragraph. And then it goes to a new paragraph on a fresh new page every time that restarts the conversation of the new page of what I'm talking about. But what I'm trying to say is that how it's laid out is perfect. It's just that I need to have the other 2 pages that's missing of the forest and stuff like that it talks about, and the oneness of the universe. Well, them 2 pages need to be sent out to Melanie as well. And what I'm trying to say is that these 2 pages, and then the 22 pages of Emily's diary, my diary of Emily, can be printed out. You know what I mean? Or eventually like produced into the book. And the layout's like perfect. And all I'm saying is that I'm in the beginning stages of this, but it's already starting to come together perfectly, the way it's already designed and everything. So it's perfectly the way that they got everything going. So I'm so glad that everything's working out for my book, and that 100% is going the way I wanted it to. So anyway, Neil loves, worships, honors, and obeys the Divine Princess forever. And Neil loves the Divine Princesses. Neil loves the Divine Goddess. Divine Princesses, I hope you're doing amazing. Divine Goddesses, I hope you're doing amazing. And guess what? All I'm trying to say is that this is the orchestrament, like this book for the future of like the people's minds can expand in a certain way, you know what I mean? And this is Jing information where I can't make like podcasts about the writing, because the writing is higher information of when I'm writing it out and slowing down and actually getting everything articulated. That can explain a whole bunch of stuff, explaining a whole topic on one thing just in one page. So I've already read some of that on YouTube, some of my book, but not I never read the Diary of Emily yet. I wrote them 16 pages, and then the 2 extra pages, which make 18 pages. I already read all them 18 pages out on YouTube for you to hear. But what I'm trying to say is that the 22 pages of the Diary of Emily I haven't read yet on YouTube out to you. You know what I mean? But when this book gets out, you can read it for yourself, and it's really good to just read yourself and interpret it. It is so amazing. So anyway, have an amazing day, Divine Princesses, and I hope that life is going the way that everybody orchestrated it to be. the way that they want to go. You know what I mean? The way that the best orchestrated for others and them, to be living in this life and existence. So anyway, yep. All right, bye.